Hi folks, thanks for tuning in to another Watson Brothers video. Ian, my eldest brother by quite a bit, is here to talk about stats covering May of 2022. Ian, in your words, how did you see it?
It is a very exciting, we'll call it almost tumultuous time right now, in that we have just come out of record-setting pace periods for the last 2 years? 2 years, I would say. Mm-hmm. And so everything that we're talking about today is compared to the records that we've set over the last 2 years. I'd almost go 3 years. Mm-hmm. So inventory is up 72%, but that is fantastic because there has been zero inventory. So we're up 72% in inventory.
Single-family homes.
Single-family homes. Single-family sales, though, are down 27%. And what is that an indication of? It's an indication of consumer confidence. Sales are off 27%, while, again, inventory is up. So what does that mean? Supply and demand. Things are going to begin to balance out. The interesting part, the very interesting part here is that the average sale price of a home that a year ago was $997,000, again, record numbers. Right now we're sitting still at $1.213 million per average house sale in Canada, in Kelowna. So we are continually up. Prices are coming down and moderating a little bit for sure. There's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. But overall, prices are still holding generally, and even in a period with inventory coming down. Townhouses, apartments, same kind of story, only slightly less. There's less inventory growth, but their sales are off, not nearly as much as home sales are. Interesting.
That's almost 23% then on a single family home over a year.
That is good math that you just did in your head.
So we'll get back to where you think things are going, Ian. One thing we're getting a lot of questions on right now, which we wanted to address because we like to talk about relevant things, is this cooling off period. It's not in effect yet. A little bit of history. Last year, the Minister of Finance, late in the year, said, hey, do you know what? This market's just going so fast. Getting a lot of feedback from buyers that they want some sort of even playing field, whatever that means. So they said, geez, maybe we should get involved. So they went up to a committee. They said, come back to us with some recommendations on May the 26th. So just a week ago, those recommendations came back. And Ian, they put a number of stipulations in that are not law yet, but they very well could be. And those are things that if you're a seller, you've got a home on the market, or you're thinking about putting your home on the market, you may just want to lean forward, turn up the volume a little bit extra, because what they're talking about is things like 3 days, Ian, if you write an offer, for whatever reason, cold feet, found something better, changed your mind, you can just cancel the contract, no questions asked. That leaves a seller going, where's my buyer? They changed their mind. Mm-hmm. There is a 5-day minimum period that your home has to go on the market before you or I could legally deal with an offer. So it has to sit there 5 days, people come, people look, and then they go, geez, I'd like to make an offer. Lots of things can go wrong there as well. There's mandatory clauses that have to go in. So let's say you just wanted to go in, you're an astute buyer, you've got your financing in place, you know the properties in the neighborhood well. Now the government's saying, geez, you have to have a financing clause in there, even if you're not getting a mortgage. You have to have a home inspection in there, even if you don't want to do a home inspection. How about legal advice? You don't need to go and see your lawyer, but they're going to tell you that you have to. And insurance. What if you're buying an apartment building? Already comes with insurance. You still have to have clauses like that in there. So they're really sticking their fingers into our contracts of purchase and sale, a seller's contract of purchase and sale, more importantly, that seem to have worked for the last 200 years. As you and I know, Ian, we don't like to get involved with the politics side of it, but we certainly have our opinion. And the British Columbia Real Estate Association, we really do base our decision and policy making on, almost call it science. How does the market work? And that's what we work within, not rules and regulations. So sellers, take note. I'll get back to you in a second why we're standing here again at Academy Ridge.
Interesting. The thing that I want to talk about too, we also get the question is, where, and again, it pertains to the cooling off period, how long are things going to moderate? And immigration is about to commence. And this is the big one because we haven't had any immigration in this country for the last 2 years due to COVID. We are now expected to have 1.2 million Canadians move to this country over the next couple of years. And that doesn't account for any internal migration. Our friends from Alberta moving to British Columbia, which is, as we know, a destination province. Yep. Interesting fact, if our construction industry was running at full pace, which they are right now, they produce between 22 and 25,000 new homes in the province of British Columbia each year. Is 25,000 homes enough to produce in this province to satisfy all the demand that is coming here? Obviously, the market says no. So as we move forward, we're going to see pre-sales. We're going to see homes that are going to be built 2, 3, 4 years down the road continue to maintain their value, continue to increase in value, and continue to be in demand. And the reason is because there are just way too many people coming here for our construction industry to supply it. So real estate investment or a place to live should not be looked at, we believe, it's not a day trading commodity. You're not looking to make money this week, next week, a year from now. You're looking for a place to call your home, for your family to live in, and down the road, 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, we believe it is going to be worth considerably more than it is today, simply because of the wave of demand that is coming our way from immigration and people moving to this fabulous province and this fabulous city that we live in. So resale market is going to get pulled up. We think the offers to purchase pre-sale and properties that are not yet built will remain extremely strong. And we also believe that over time, things are going to continue to grow at a steady, manageable pace.
For those that have followed us over the last couple of years, you'll know that we are out at Academy Ridge. If you recognize what's behind us, we're in our show home here. Reason we shot here today is because we are going back on the market very shortly, not yet, with our next phasing. And we have 154 townhomes up here, Ian. About 1/3 of them are sold. Happy clients have moved into them. If you want to own an investment property beside the university, if you want to live by the university, this is a place you should really check out. Give us a call and we are happy to open up the doors and show you inside. How do you do that? 250-712-2222. Ian or I or Trish will answer the phone.